Welcome back, art friends. It's our last day of One Miro, and today we're going to kind of put everything we learned together and do a little printmaking, which is another thing he was known for. So we talked about some of the things he was known for last time. His super funny eyes and noses. Love those. He's actually, they didn't call it funny. They called it whimsical. It's just like happy and enjoyable and cheerful and just lighthearted, right? So, but I called it funny. Intersecting lines and shapes, right? The shapes, do you remember what kind of shapes they are? Organic. Yes, they're organic shapes. So they are not perfect circles or triangles or any of that. A lot of organic shapes, just kind of shapes that you would find naturally in the world around you, all right? And they are also overlapping. A lot of his shapes overlap. Another thing we know about him, he uses lots of dots and lines, and those are fun too. And I think that's kind of what gives him that whimsical, that's a good word, fun style. And I knew you kids would love that. So I showed you this, I think, on Monday or the first day that we were together in the first video. It's my little Miro drawing and painting, and mine is a little engagement. The guy and the girl are getting engaged, and he put the ring on her finger. Maybe they're getting married, I don't know. It sort of looks like there's a little story, right? And that's another thing he was known for. His art oftentimes kind of told a little story, but it was always dreamlike, right? Because surrealism is a sort of art that's abstract and very dreamy, all right? So I was thinking, it's Memorial Day coming up this weekend, and that's so much fun. And there's always fireworks going and celebrating, and even though we're still in our quarantine state, we're going to be celebrating with our close family, and we're going to be here having a little bit of fun. So hopefully you are too. So I thought, hey, let's combine the two and make something a little festive for our project today with printmaking. So for printmaking, you're going to need some kind of paper. I like to use a colored piece of paper because the background's really not important, but it's nice to have some color back there. If you have only white, that's fine. And then I used, I have a foam plate. I don't have any plates, but I did take a meat container, you know how you get your ground beef or whatever, which is kind of gross. And I scrubbed it with gloves on. And so I'm using that for my foam. And you can see I already started drawing and carving into it. So you're gonna need that, a pencil. It doesn't need to be super sharp. See how mine is? Can you tell? It's a little bit dull at the end. I tried it with a really dull pencil and it just didn't work for me. Maybe because my foam is so small. But you don't want it super brand new sharp either. It'll cut too hard into your foam. So foam, pencil, and then of course you're gonna need some little paints and a brush. All right, so those are your supplies today. And if you don't have all those supplies, it might just be fun to see how it turns out, okay? And if you do, then you better press pause, run and get them, and we'll be right back, okay? Okay, great. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do this with you. So I wanna show you how I did this. I took a look at some of our other projects that we've done this week, and I decided to make a little person. That's my celebrating guy. And I know he doesn't look all that great as far as people go, but remember, this is a dreamy little guy. So he's dreamy, and I used my lines and my dots. And you have to just kind of press in, but not too hard. You don't want to go all the way through your foam, because if you do, the paint will leak out. We don't want that. So we just want to kind of make it so that if you close your eyes, you can feel the lines that you made, okay? So I did that, and actually for some of these little arms, I actually pulled away some of the foam so the paint can get in there even better. And I think that will look kind of nice. We'll see. It's sort of an experiment, right? So let's try it. So I drew that. I also did, these are another little symbol that we see a lot in Miro's drawings. And see how my line's a little crooked there? That's just the way the pencil went in this thick foam. So who knows, yours might look kind of straight or it might look kind of crooked. It doesn't matter. We're using intersecting lines and dots, and that'll remind us a little bit of Miro too. And I think it kind of looks like a firework, right? This one too. So I have 3 pieces. Don't do like me. I started out on the inside of my foam. That's not gonna work. See that little bit of a curve? It's not gonna stamp the paper very well, is it? No. So I had to try it again on the back. See, you live and learn. And these are my little fireworks. My kids used to call them fire pops when they were little kids. So cute. Anyway, so here are my fire pops. So I have a few of these, and I only did these with the Sharpie so you could see them better. You don't need to do that, all right? I just did that so you can see what I'm drawing. So I'm gonna start with my guy, and I'm gonna stamp him on my page a few times so that there's a little, maybe a family hanging out together. So I'm gonna use his favorites, the primaries, red and blue, and I might use a little white because my paper is not white, all right? So we'll see. So I have that ready to go here. So I'm gonna start with the blue, and I'm gonna paint over my whole square actually. We'll see how that goes. All right. And if you want to, see how I have some extra space down here. I could have added something else. Maybe I should have. Anyway, nice thin coat of paint. All right, and it kind of gets in the grooves. And I'm gonna try to stamp on my easel. We'll see how that goes, because you know how that sometimes being not on a table, but I thought you might be able to see better. So I'm holding it from behind. I'm gonna give it a nice little back rub and make sure all the paint gets on my paper. Let's take it off. Let's see how it looks. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, so there's some blank spaces here, but that's okay. You can see my little guy. And now I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it a couple times with the blue, and then I think I'm gonna wipe it off a little bit and switch it to the red. Well, let's see how that looks. So I'm gonna have some red, white, and blue going on for Memorial Day. All right, it's okay if they overlap a little bit. Again, I'm gonna give it a nice back rub to really try to get the paint on my paper. And it's much better on a table. So boys and girls at home, make sure you cover your table with some newspaper. And when you press on your designs, there we go. So you can see my guys. I'm gonna wipe this off a little bit with my paper towel, and I'm gonna do a couple more, this time with the red, okay? So we can see what that looks like. I wonder what you're gonna come up with. All right, if I don't wipe it all the way off, what will happen if there's a little blue in my red? Purple. So I might get some purple people. That's okay too, right? It's my art. All right, let's see what happens. You ready? Let's try the red. Let's put the red on here now. So much fun making a mess and getting all creative. Really missing you guys. And I hope that you're remembering tomorrow, or well, Friday is our last day, the 22nd, to, maybe this one's gonna be upside down. Maybe like doing a flip like you guys do all the time at recess. Scares me so much. All right. This one's doing a little flip. So So mine is telling a story too, right? They're all playing in the yard. They're gonna have some fireworks soon. And that one's going upside down. All right, so I have those guys going. Now I'm gonna put my fireworks up here. Let's see how that looks. It's kind of fun, this printmaking. Printmaking, you do these sort of stamps and you do them over and over and over again. So these are all gonna be in the air. Again, I'm just pressing down, kind of giving it a nice little back rub, making sure the paint's touching the paper. All right, not amazing, but it's still good. We'll see what happens with this next one. Probably because this one has a little bit of a curve too, but hey, that's what I have, so you have to be flexible and adapt a little bit, and we have been, haven't we, boys and girls? We have been trying all kinds of new things. And sometimes you can even get a second stamp out of it. So I'm gonna give this one a back rub right there. Okay. And now I'm gonna try this one, and I think I'm gonna go with white. So let's see what that looks like. I think the white might show up nicely. And then we're gonna do one more little thing to finish it off and call it a day. Okay, I'm gonna use white this time. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I wasn't using enough paint. This time I really put it on. Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna stamp this one. Okay, this one. You can kind of see that, I hope. And we'll do one more. All right, and then the last thing is we're gonna take our black, I didn't even put it on there, black crayon or Sharpie or whatever. Once it's dry, you don't want to Sharpie over your wet paint ever, because that'll really wreck it, and we don't want to wreck a Sharpie. Sharpies are so fun. All right, you're gonna go around some of your shapes and add some little detail, like Miro would have. All right, I kind of like it. They're dancing, jumping. I can always add another one on there. I'm gonna use a crayon because I don't want to mess up my Sharpie, and mine is not dry at all. So I'm gonna just kind of go around some of my shapes. Maybe I'll put the dots on his little hand and his legs. There we go. All right, maybe his hair, because we had his hair kind of going up. Maybe I'll even outline some of my fireworks. Okay, so I don't know, I'm just kind of playing around with it, but he did a lot of really fun printmaking, and I thought you might like to too. And maybe you'll just do a totally different thing. It doesn't have to be Miro. You can learn about Miro, or you can practice printmaking, or you can mix the two, which is what I did today, and just kind of see what happens. Maybe you'll make some more of these shapes just to kind of make your fireworks or your fire pops, right? They kind of come down. Yeah, see what you can come up with. Who knows? But have fun, no matter what. Have fun, be creative, be calm, and be kind. All right? And I'll see you next week. Next week's gonna be Animal Week. I wonder what I'll come up with for that. I know all of you have some favorite animals, so if you have one that you really want me to try to show you how to make or draw, please put that in the comments of our Facebook page. When you put your post on, it is Glitter and Glue with Mrs. Eichhorst Facebook, and glitterandgluewithmrseichhorst.com is my website. All right, see you soon. Have a great weekend, and don't forget to send me your art for the art show, okay?